Chapter 3 Deception's Fate. The witch walked Lady Rebecca to her home. Rebecca was surprised to see it was a modest place, just a cabin on a lake. The witch walked to the end of the dock and signaled for the princess. "Look into the water clear, and you will find him, dear." The witch extended her hand. Rebecca took hold and leaned over the water. "But witch, what is not clear is that the water is not clear. Lower me closer so I can see my beloved once more." Rebecca looked back. Both the witch and the dock were gone as she hit the water. She tried to move her arms, but they would not move. She tried to kick her legs, and they would not kick. She couldn't scream, couldn't blink, couldn't drown. She completely turned to stone as she sunk to the bottom of the lake. She was conscious as the centuries passed. The lake became a vacation destination for families in the surrounding area. Kids would swim down to her and play games where they would hold on to her for as long as they can before returning to the surface for air. She became known as the Lady of the Silver Lake. One night, a man walked up to the side of the lake. He was over his troubles and spent his time trying to contemplate the next steps he should take. "Hello, sir. Would you like to join me for a swim?" A familiar voice, you might say, but to this lad it was a stranger. So you might think he would decline as he would any other time. He felt a pull that he should, or he shall, or something. "Sure thing. Who's out there, if I might ask?" The man did in fact ask. No response, but he saw an arm in the middle of the lake appear to be struggling. He quickly swam out to meet her out there. When he arrived, she was gone. He hadn't been out on the lake since he was a kid. He never remembered the lake being so clear. He noticed below the statue he swam to many times before. Why not, he thought to himself, treading the water. With a quick jerk he headed below. Each stroke, each kick, felt like swimming through a thick stew, or as if he was fighting a heavy blanket, as if he was tossing and turning in the night. Each stroke and each kick felt as if he was impeded by some sick friend holding him back as he tried to escape. Each stroke, each kick. More than it took when he was a scrawny kid, he thought. But his eyes were on her, so he barely noticed. Not a second of panic for fear of drowning, only fears of not reaching her. When he finally got to her, his speed was too much. He had to grab on tight to not fly by her. All those years as a kid, he never got a clean look. A statue sitting in still water appeared to have been just sculpted. She looked desperate, frightened, hopeful. He began to hear the voice that called him out just minutes ago. "Kiss her." He did just that. As she started to kiss him back, the waters around them disappeared until it was just them at the bottom of an empty hole in the earth. "Greg, is that you? How did you know my name?" The witch appeared beside them. "What does it matter who is who, or who isn't who, or who is who adjacent? You are both meant for each other. Travel far from this magic before it turns on you both." Lady Rebecca and her Prince Charming followed the witch's advice to never return, and they lived happily ever after. The end.